Okay, here's a quick review of an update made to the RNH template 28.2. What I've added is, first of all, layouts and views to the schematic SD folders. There's also, if we go into the floor plan, there are now SD layer combinations, model view options, and graphic overrides with graphic override rules to show SD plans. I want to also illustrate how to get this information into a current file. So if we go back to the layout book here, in addition to those view settings, we also have a presentation cover sheet that's going to auto text to the project name under File, Info, Project Info. Right, project name, city location, all of that stuff. It's going to update here. There's a presentation plan that gives a layout name and a blank presentation panel, and these are all 11 by 17. For the floor plan here, I have the floor plan, right? This is called floor plans. That's where this gray title here comes from. The title block here, in keeping with the example I was given, shows the drawing name here. So that's going to call to the drawing name here. So if this drawing name is called floor plan option 1, for example, that's going to update here. A little bit of tidying up to get that to stay in line. But then the drawing name is up here in the upper left corner. So if I come into, this is an old outdated version of the Edwards file, but I want to show you how to bring that stuff into this file. What you're going to do is in your navigator here, click on the flyout, show organizer. That's going to bring up the organizer here. And we're going to bring this in pieces. So the first thing we're going to do is in the layout book, let's collapse this down a little bit. Here I'm going to click on the template file right here. So we want to view the template on the left and our current file on the right. In the generic template, I can see that I have, oh, actually that's the wrong template. Ray and Heath template. There we go. So this is what I want. So I can see that I have my 11 by 17 masters here. I'm going to click right here and say import. That may take a couple of seconds, but it'll process. And now I have presentation plan here, right, with its views, presentation layout here with its auto text, and blank with nothing. Additionally, I may want to bring in the schematic layouts that are set up here. I can select in the right side, which is the current Edwards Avenue project file, and on the left side I still have that template file that I have open in a separate instance, and then I'm going to import these over into that schematic folder. One thing that you'll notice is that the preset, if we come back into here, the preset view, this drawing is actually linked back to that template. So I'm going to have to link this drawing to a local file. So in here, we're actually going to create the views that we need. In order to do that, we're actually going to need to create the layer combination here, the model view option, etc. Let's go back into the Ray and Heath template file. If we go up to options and attribute manager, the first thing, we can grab this SD plans and append by name, right? That's going to be SD plans, and that's going to have the SD layer combinations. We can then export this out. We'll just put it on the desktop right here, and we'll call it template 28.2 layer SD layer combo. We'll go ahead and say save and cancel out of that. For the model view options, schematic design model view options, same thing. We can click the little export for the SD plans model view options. There's no option to name it. It's just going to be named whatever that was there. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong one. Export. Now we can, yeah, so we could name it. Let's put it on the desktop. Schematic MVO. Okay, and then last thing is we want to go to our graphic overrides. So here I'm going to grab the SD graphic overrides. We're going to export that. Schematic plans, graphic overrides. Okay, so we do have to sort of piecemeal this in, but once we get it in, setting up the view map is really simple. So here, if we go back to the floor plan in Edwards, we're going to go to the attribute manager to bring in the layer combo. We're going to click import. There's the 28.2 SD layer combo. We'll open that, grab it from here, and append by name. Okay, so now we have SD plans as an option, and we'll say apply and close. So if we go to our layer combo here and SD plans, we can see that that pops up. It may take some tweaking and adjusting for the file depending on the layers that you need to see or not see. So feel free to adjust and update the layer combo to work for your file. We're going to do the same thing here. We are going to import SD model view options, right? SD2 schematic design plans. There's my model view options. So that's going to ensure that all of the door and window markers don't show. We get solid fills, etc. And then we'll go to our graphic overrides. Same thing here. We're going to use the import schematic graphic overrides. Okay, so now that's done, and we can use this little clone folder option right here, and we're going to create new plans, and you're going to build out the schematic design folder, the SD folder anyway, and we're going to say that our layer combo is SD plans, our model view options SD, and our graphic overrides. Set the scale, probably something like 1/8 inch or 3/16 of an inch, and say okay. So now we get first floor, second floor, third floor. These folders, or sorry, rather these plan views can be renamed. If you have different options, you can save additional options. Again, build this out accordingly. This is just the framework, the groundwork to get this set up. But I don't want this to link back to my template, so I'm going to right click and link drawing to internal view, not local file system, and I'm going to link this to my first floor plan and then adjust it to fit on the sheet as it should. And then update frame, and that's all there is to it. You know, again, kind of finesse and fine tune this to look right, but that is what it takes to get those master layouts, the views, and all the view settings to get a schematic design set built out.